Welcome to RDH Canada, the podcast all about living and practicing as a registered dental hygienist in Canada. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RDH Canada. I am Lisa Moore here with my co-host, Joe Siegfried, and today we have a lovely guest joining us as well. We have Liz Tucci with us today, RDH. So welcome to the show, Liz.
Hi, well, thank you for having me on here. I'm very intrigued about this.
Oh, wonderful. So RDH Canada is all about connecting dental hygienists across Canada,
Mhm.
understanding different provincial guidelines and scopes, and we're always very interested in talking to people about what they do outside of the operatory in terms of
Yeah,
other processes and things like that. But generally, it's a pretty casual conversation about learning who Lizelle is and what we're
great.
talking about. So, how long have you been a dental hygienist?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I am no longer practicing as a dental hygienist.
Okay.
However, that ended about 2 years ago, and I've been a dental hygienist for over 20 years. And more recently, I've been diagnosed with primary progressive multiple sclerosis. So that in being a healthcare provider, especially going over clients' mouths and their bodies with sharp instruments and walking around, it'd be easy for me to drop things.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Fair. Fair. And where did you go to school, or where are you in the country?
I am in Canada, just north of Toronto
Oh,
in
okay.
Woodbridge,
Oh, okay.
Ontario.
So not far from me.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm downtown, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And so did you go to school in Ontario?
Yes, I went to school at George Brown College.
Oh, wonderful. And you
Yeah.
graduated, so 20 years ago, you would have graduated in somewhere in the 2000s.
Yes.
And we probably had the same instructors then.
Oh, well, then you were at George Brown?
Yeah, I graduated in 2008, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
So a little bit later, but it would have been the same instructors, I'm sure. I'm sure. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's a small world.
I
Um,
know. Well,
and
I'm good
so,
friends with some of the instructors still.
oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
And did you mainly practice in Woodbridge, or have you practiced all over, or?
I particularly taught at George Brown College and practiced throughout from Hamilton, where I started, all the way to Toronto. And my first permanent hiring was in Etobicoke.
Oh, fantastic. That's where my practice is.
Oh, where do you work?
My practice is at Royal York and Bloor.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm in the sort of
And you work independently?
I have my own dental hygiene practice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Good for you.
thanks. It's going on 6 years. And Lisa's in Sudbury, and Lisa works in orthodontics.
Ah,
Yeah.
So
yes.
I'm really north of Toronto. Did you mostly work in general practice, Liz, before you started
Yes.
teaching?
Yes.
And then were you a full-time instructor?
No, part-time.
Okay.
Sessional. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it was interesting being a student there and then um, an educator and then people like Evie Jessen were working with me. I was working with Evie Jessen and she was my hardcore instructor back at George Brown.
yeah, yeah, mine as well. So
Yeah.
was your clinical experience at George Brown was it clinic related, or were you teaching theory? Were you?
I initially taught clinic only, but then I finished a master's in health studies. So
Amazing.
and that was at Athabasca with the Athabasca University, which was totally online. So one of the things that I was very passionate about, and I wrote a paper on, is distant learning for dental hygienists.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I'll
exciting.
have to I'll have to read it because as of Sunday, I'm starting my distance learning journey, I guess you could call it.
Oh, what are you taking?
I'm doing my bachelor's of oral health promotion through O'Hare University.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's going to be all online too, and I start on Sunday. So
Good
I'm
for
I'm nervous,
you.
but I'm excited.
Good for you.
That's
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Now,
started because in the dental field, because as my parents, or my father in particular, because he was a dentist back home in the Philippines, so he wanted me to become a dentist. And you know how many times I wrote the DAT? Oh my gosh, 5 times, and I failed all 5 times. And I even I lived in at UFT, like at the UFT campus at New College, and I just couldn't get in. And so I proposed an alternative to my father. I'm like, Dad, what about dental hygiene? And he didn't know exactly what that was. I'm like, it's still the same in the working with patients. And he's like, okay. So that's when I started dental hygiene.
did you grow up in the Philippines then?
No,
Oh, okay.
I grew up here.
And did your dad end up being a dentist here?
No, see, that's the thing, since he had to write the DAT,
Right.
dental aptitude
Yes.
test, and it was hard for him, even though he was apparently a very good student. But he couldn't pass. He didn't pass the initial part. One part, I think it was hands-on, and his model broke, and he didn't have funds to retake because it
Right.
was expensive to take.
Yeah, I have colleagues that have attempted, 3, 4, 5 years in a row, and then
Yeah.
eventually but they go the hygiene route. I mean, I would think
Oh,
can all,
okay.
I think we can all attest to the fact that I had probably 3 or 4 internationally trained dentists in my program that graduated with
Mhm.
me, and then I have had actually from my program, I think 2 of them are now dentists.
Ah,
But
okay.
this is, and 10 years later, it takes a lot to
Right.
get in. Again, because in Ontario, we only have 2 schools.
Yep.
So it's a challenge because they're not, taking thousands of people every year. And
No, they're
some argue,
very strict.
yeah.
Yeah.
And some argue also that in Ontario, we're a little saturated with dentistry, but um,
Yeah.
certainly in the GTA, I think maybe. But yeah. And
Yeah.
now that so you haven't been practicing for 2 years. So
Mhm.
what do you do now? How do you spend your time?
Well, one thing that I learned, because as a dental hygienist, I am a type A personality, and many I understand of dental hygienists are, and all my students, oh, totally type A. Anyways, I'm type A, so I felt like now that I can no longer practice, I would like to do something else. So now I provide mentorship to other dental hygienists and other healthcare practitioners as they transition, like if they want to make a transition in their profession.
Oh, transition how? Like into retirement or into education or into
Whatever it may be, a
okay.
change from their full practice, full-time practice in dental hygiene, or they want to be an educator. Do they want to practice as a psychotherapist? Do they need to have another degree?
Oh, like even transferring to a different vocation completely.
Yes,
That's incredible. So what would a path be for someone who wanted to get into, say, nursing school?
right.
So would that be how long would that take to help? So are you the person that helps them understand, you know,
Yes.
what the equivalency is? So can you tell us a little bit more about what that might look like for somebody who is interested?
It's someone who's interested in perhaps changing their
Hmm.
profession.
Yeah, like
Uh,
into nursing, say.
yeah, for example, well, then it's a good idea to um, research the organization. So I think it's the RNA, Reg- Registered Nursing Association,
Okay,
and you look up education and the requirements.
right. And I mean, do often people that you work with go from one healthcare world to another, or do they switch to something else completely? What's the common thread?
For me, well, from what I've learned, they've expanded into different practices.
Oh, okay. So different types of dental hygiene practice
Yes,
concept. Oh, interesting.
and independent practice.
Right.
and what they need to do in order to be practicing independently.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's not just a jump.
no, I know. Well, I started practicing um, in a dental hygiene practice. I did some temp work there, and it was very different because I'm like, oh, do I need a check? Do I need an exam? Do I need to take radiographs? Do I need a prescription for radiographs? So I learned all of that too.
It is a very different ballgame. Like I work in an ortho practice
Yeah.
here. I'm in Sudbury, and I help out. A friend of mine has she's a hygienist, and she owns a hygiene clinic. So I'll help her out a couple shifts a year on Fridays because I don't work Fridays. And I remember the first time, it's a totally different atmosphere. It's so, so different walking in there and just, yeah, it's hard to explain, but, and I
Hmm.
know a lot of hygienists that are kind of feeling almost, you would probably, they're feeling like stuck in their career. And I always say, I just suggest that to them. I say, approach a practice owner and work for a hygienist instead of a dentist. And
Yeah.
it's a totally different ballgame.
And continuing education. Perhaps for example, if they want to be a psychotherapist, if they already have their degree, then they can apply for the program. But one thing I do recommend is to um, get your degree, your undergrad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do think that's for me, and that's what Lisa's doing now, and that's on my plate, as it were. Lisa,
Yeah.
Lisa and I were going to do it together, but the fates did not align properly. But
Oh, nice. Good for you guys.
yeah, it's always been that's the one big regret I think I've always had is to not have that degree. And I do wish our program was a degree program, uh,
Yes.
to be frank, because what we do, as we know, it's from an equivalency perspective, we're not shy from it,
No.
Mm-hmm.
far from it. So why not just create it?
Yeah. Have a BSCDH
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at
exactly.
the end. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
So
said you had your master's, Liz. When did,
yes.
so you did dental hygiene school, and then
Yeah.
you must have done it. What did you do after that to get your degree before your master's?
Well, before I got into hygiene, I finished a bachelor's human biology. And then
Okay.
I applied to dental assisting. Remember, because you had to be a dental assistant prior to being admitted into to hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
So then I did that, and then yeah, I just as an educator because I started teaching at George Brown College. Um, they kind of emphasized the need for dental hygienists to further their education, and
Mm-hmm.
especially as an educator. So then I went back and did another bachelor's in dental hygiene specifically.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was that one at George Brown as well?
You know what? It was at U of T.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And do you know Joanna Asadurian?
No.
Dr.
No.
Jana. Anyways, I think she's head of the CDHO. But anyways, I was with her working at George Brown, and she finished her doctorate, and she said, yeah, go back and um, finish your dental hygiene degree. So I did that.
Okay. And then how
Yeah.
long did your master's take you?
I think it took me about 4 years. Yeah. And I did a thesis route, meaning I did research on, and it was on the application of mobile learning for dental hygiene practice and education.
Very cool. I mean, again, too, I feel like everybody learns so differently, right? And
Yeah.
I love that that's an option now, is that you can do it. It's so flexible. You go online. Yeah, like I said, excited to start my journey because at the stage of the game I'm at, I don't have the time or the flexibility or the funds to go back to school full time to get a
Yeah.
bachelor's degree. So I love that these are options now for us to get
Yeah.
that bachelor completion.
Yes. Good for you.
Yeah,
Yes, thank
right.
you.
You're welcome.
And I was just as I was sort of prepping for this,
Yep.
can you talk a little bit more about your mindful meditation
Oh,
that you
okay.
work with?
So that's, I think I got off on a tangent there. So as an type A personality and working with clients, one thing that I can boast about is that my clients, they didn't care if I was cleaning their teeth. They just wanted to see me to talk. And that's one thing that I felt that I had the skill in is managing my clients' health, um, stress issues. So then I thought for myself, because I was type J and I learned about mindfulness and mindfulness meditation and how it can reduce stress levels. So I took a certificate at UFT and um, learned all about it. It was great.
So how long was that program?
That took I think it took about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fantastic.
And it
Do you-
wasn't anything that you were tested on. Um, it was very sharing and very, the one thing is that as you learn on mindfulness, you really go deep with yourself.
and do you work with others now to help them with
Yes.
understanding that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And what does that look like for someone else? Is it that is it a session-based
Yes.
experience for them?
Session
Okay.
based. Yes.
Fantastic. And do you develop sort of a program? You meet the person and you
Yes.
develop a program for them?
Mhm.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So it would be probably 20 modules and then different phases that they can complete in, and they would need to complete it all courses to graduate.
Right. That's
Yeah,
fantastic. So, and you offer that kind of any time, or is it based on a season or?
it would have to be based on the season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well,
Very
that's probably all the time we have today, but I
Oh,
do
okay.
appreciate, yeah, we run about 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
We really appreciate meeting you. It's so great to meet people across the way, and it's great.
Thank you for having me.
It's really wonderful to meet somebody who has, while you're no longer practicing dental hygiene, and
Mhm.
I assume have you let your license go as well?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but you still are very oral health and health focused, which is really
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yes.
It's a really
Because
great thing.
as a dental hygienist, we follow the dental hygiene process of care.
Yeah, yeah.
Process of care, which is basically, you know, taking care of all aspects of the client.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
So I'm Joe Siegfried and my co-host Lisa Moore. We were very fortunate to have Lizelle Tucci here today. And Lizelle, where can we find you if somebody wants to get in touch with you? Do you have socials or a website or anything like that?
I have Instagram at a mindful makeover.
Okay, great. And so we'll have that up on the screen so
Okay.
people can find you and we'll have it all in our information. And it has been an absolute pleasure today talking to you. So we are
Thank
RDH
you.
Canada. Listen and subscribe. Please like and subscribe and share with any of your RDH friends. And
Yes.
we look forward to seeing you at our next episode.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Lizelle.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.